Hey guys, well, what a conundrum we have to talk about. So, first off, let me just apologize for not doing my live. I am glad that I didn't do it about Vanderpump because it is goddamn irrelevant at this point. I just cursed, I apologize. Anyway, so I'm Krista. I'm Reality to Krista Marie. I have Gabby. We all know my friend Gabby. She's part of the Adam family with me. We are here to back up and go through all this Vanderpump bomb, that shell that has been going off where everybody is shocked, and we're going to talk about why everybody's shocked. Okay, so yeah, we're going to get into everything, the breakdown, what's been happening, the aftermath that still just keeps happening, all the chatter going around, and what we think about it. So, if you've lived under a rock and you have nothing to do with Bravo, oh wait, first of all, let me just let me back up. Subscribe, because it is a subscribers only chat. I think I might have not have done that, but if I did, thank you for all my new subscribers. Again, I'm getting you guys from TikTok. TikTok also has another side to it that we can't talk about right now, so I will be live there later. But right now we're just live on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. So everybody, let's talk about this. I see the comments. If I don't get to them right away, it's only because I don't want to get off the track. Listen, I can't talk off track. So Gab, you want to say hi real quick?
Bonjour and good morning and good afternoon and good lunch to everybody and good Sunday together.
And let's just remind everybody too that Gabby's in Paris, France, and she is like 6 hours ahead of us. So she does, and she's like been with me for over a year. Well, not with all of it. She's been helping me for over a year. Like, she's basically my right arm, but keeps me on track. But
I'm behind the scene.
Also, too, if you guys will notice, okay, so let me just also remind you why I get so emotionally attached to the show, and why this affects a lot of people the same way. Because, okay, first of all, we've been watching from day one. Okay, I've been watching from day one. And I've been emotionally invested in the show. I have never seen a side of Sandoval that was different. He's been, to me, the same person from the day we've met him. Okay. I've always been Team Sandoval. I never could see, this is some, I've never, you couldn't have, I was sweating when I had done this. It was odd. Okay. Because when I heard this, I was like, I just woke up, and I was like, I couldn't even process it. It's like, this is why I'm glad I waited 24 hours, because you have to really, it's like he cheated on us basically, because you think Ariana didn't see this coming. I really don't believe anybody saw this coming. And that's why it is has rocked all of Bravo. That's why Andy Cohen said, fire up the cameras. We're going to have to talk about this. Lisa, where are you at? That's why they are having an emotional reaction, because nobody saw this coming. And let me guess, if you don't know what I'm talking about, we're going to get there. But, and I have also reactions, there's other cast members that I feel like they think that they're validated. They're not. But we're going to get to that too. Mm-hmm. But it's all this is you just add these people, these efforts to the list that you're on. And we're going to talk about what that list is. Again, I am having a really hard time with this because, like I said, I've been watching from day one. I met Tom Sandoval and that piece of crap Jax in I think 2014ish in AC. That's when Block by Jax became a thing, because he, at the end of the night, nothing went wrong. At the end of the night, he called us all trash. We were all drinking at the end of the night. He said, I forget where we're at. Oh, Jersey. Oh, that's why it was a piece of trash, blah, blah, blah. Something about trash. And I said, oh, yeah, I'm going to, it was my space, but I posted pictures. He said, don't post them. And then he blocked me. And there's another thing, too, with Jax. There's reasons we hate Jax. You remember what Jax did to Sandoval? There's only 50% of the reason that I hate Jax is because of what he's done to Sandoval. That's why I am literally shocked. Again, I also feel like I should be fired from this job, because, again, I am wrong about another person. I was wrong about Erica. I wasn't wrong about Jen Shaw. I wasn't wrong about Jax, but I am finding myself like Dwan Dixon. Who the hell's Dwan Dixon? Where'd that guy come from? I didn't see that coming. I don't know. Raquel, none of us saw this coming from her. None of us saw her running a train through Vanderpump. We never saw that coming either. Let's not act like we have, because we haven't. La. And James, don't act like you saw this coming, guys, because you didn't. Nobody did. That's why it has rocked all of Bravo. Okay, that's why you can't go on YouTube right now without seeing something about this. Okay, so what are we talking about? Right. Okay, so as we all have watched Vanderpump Rules, I hope we all have watched Vanderpump Rules at this point. If you haven't, you probably have, like Kempire, for instance. We know love Kempire. Never watched the show, not an episode. But he knows the players, he knows the game, he knows what's going on, he knows what's been happening. He even did a lot. You know what I mean? So, now Tom Sandoval, Tom Schwartz, Raquel. So, let's back up to what we know about Tom Sandoval. He was with Crazy Kristen. I love you, Kristen. Love you forever. I want to hug you right now. Not that this makes anything not that this made your relationship okay. It was toxic anyway. Yes. But this also doesn't make Ariana wrong either, because Ariana and Kristen were not friends like Raquel and Ariana are. It's not the same thing. Mm-hmm. Okay. All they did was kiss. As far as we know, Tom and Ariana kissed allegedly. Then he broke up with Kristen. So this is almost kind of like it's not the same thing, but it is the same thing. It's not the same thing. It didn't go on for 7 months. Okay. What went on for 7 months? Okay. We go back to July, okay, with Raquel and Sandoval. Okay, again, I don't know what the hell was going on with Schwartz. Do I think that anything ever happened with Tom Schwartz and Raquel? No.
No.
Not at all. I don't understand Sandoval, okay? He's with Ariana. Ariana had a tough year last year, okay? And I didn't even realize that. She also struggles with mental health. So did Kristen. So again, I'm shocked at Tom Sandoval for even letting this go on for 7 months. Okay, so where did this first start? Do we know when this first started? Is this what really happened at Coachella? Is that what we're trying to do?
Yes, everybody's speaking about Coachella,
Okay, so it says, okay, I mean, according to James, okay, Tom and Ariana, I'm getting ahead of ourselves. Okay, now, they're Wednesday night, Raquel is on Watch What Happens Live with Sheena in New York. Tom is over on the other side of the country at a show with Ariana there, okay? Nothing amiss. We're watching Watch What Happens Live, and we're like, Team Schwartz, Team Raquel. Look at Raquel. Yeah, she's sticking up for herself. Go Sheena. I agree. Whatever the case was. Like, again, nobody saw this coming, right? Mm-hmm. I never even asked why people thought they hooked up with Coachella. I don't know. Schwartz wasn't there, right?
Yes, but Tom Sandoval was there, but maybe it's used a Tom thing.
So how in the world, okay, why was it so sloppy of Tom and Raquel? First of all, if this went on for 7 months, how did nobody else know? Why did Tom Sandoval keep 7 months of threads between him and Raquel? Why was Raquel so sloppy enough to text Sandoval some sex crap? Why how does she know? Obviously, she didn't know where Tom's phone was. Why was this so sloppy? I don't understand. Somebody make me understand that part of it, okay? To me, there's something amiss there. I don't know what. I don't get it. Were they just at the point where they didn't care if Ariana found out? That's disgusting. Because again, it reminds me of literally like when I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to understand Raquel and Tom. I'm trying to understand why they did this and why they let it go. I understand if you hooked up one time. Like everybody thought in the very beginning of this, maybe they hooked up once and it was a mistake. Then she liked Schwartz. Who knew, right? But then I'm hearing that he basically made Tom kiss Raquel on stage recently in front of people. Mm-hmm. That's weird. That's disgusting. Why would he do that? If they're hooking up behind closed doors, that to me, you must have had no end game there, because why in the world would you think about telling Ariana and then do some shit like that? Okay. Again, sloppiness. I don't understand. It wasn't shocking to me that Sandoval was like not, when Lala was running her damn mouth about Schwartz and Raquel, we should not be shocked because he's right. Two things can be the same thing. Two things can be true. Everybody's favorite thing. Two things can be true. Sandoval, he could be right about some of the shit that happened, and he could be wrong about what he's done, because what he's done is wrong. The way he handled this entire thing is disgusting. There's a line that was crossed between him and Raquel that should have never even crossed. I don't get it. I don't understand. Okay, but I'm probably going way ahead. Gab, am I going like way ahead? Am I like just like running full speed? Am I missing?
Yes, I think we maybe get sometimes just to discuss why maybe Raquel and Tom, get together, because it's
Let's see.
we knew Tom
Let's
since
just,
we
this
knew
is
Tom.
what she sent. Let's just remind everybody what she actually sent. Okay. According to Dumas, Ariana discovered the affair after Tom's phone slipped. Okay, this is the answer to some questions. Slipped out of his pocket at the Most Extras concert. Again, still sloppy though. At the Most Extras concert, having it even on there. Probably one of the ones. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And she found videos of Raquel doing some nasty stuff to herself on his phone. He admitted to it immediately. Well, I mean, how the fuck could you deny it? Sorry, Tom. Because I'm really upset because I've been Team Sandoval from day one. The only thing he ever did wrong to me, wrong ever, was yell at Stassi in front of the business. Whatever. The submission, it's like they've had a full-blown secret affair. Ariana discovered, oh my God, brain tamed. And then Raquel lied until she got caught. Again, what was your end game? What was their end game here?
I think they are together really, because Tom.
Wait, but like, what was their end game? If they weren't going to tell, if they were talking about talent, why, if you planned on telling Ariana, did you then make Tom kiss her, Raquel, on stage? And we also, again, we're also very all shocked because we didn't see this coming out of Tom. There's nothing in his history, unless somebody can point something out to me besides of what him hooking up with Ariana and then her breaking up with Kristen. Again, they weren't friends. It didn't go on for 7 months. He cried about it. He felt bad about it. This motherfucker don't feel bad at all, and you can tell.
Maybe because the story between Ariana and Tom, they are more roommates, friends than lover. Maybe they lost their love in their in their relationship between Tom and Ariana.
Wait, what?
Maybe the relationship between Tom and Ariana are more roommates than.
Okay, say that's true. Then why not say that and break up with her?
Yes.
Then end it then before you start a 7-month affair and sleep with her in your bed after she's been with Oscar. We don't know what happened. We don't know what happened. Peter, Oscar, Schwartz, who knows? We don't even know Raquel at this point. And actually, I feel like we do know her because, again, we're shocked because this is something that we were almost excusing. I was actually pro her and Schwartz because it seemed to me like she found a guy, maybe she had a kiss like a little couple frogs, everybody except for Oscar. Let's also back up with Oscar. He's not legally married, doesn't change things really. They're not legally married. He does refer to her as his wife, not his baby's mama. That does not change things. I'm just letting everybody know that doesn't really change anything, but they're not legally married.
You said Oliver. You said Oliver. Oliver, the son of Garcelle.
Garcelle, what?
Garcelle's son is calling Oliver.
Oh yeah, Oliver, Oscar. Oh my God, I said Oscar.
You said Oscar, yes. Oliver.
Oh my
Oliver,
God. Okay. And also,
Oliver, yes.
do we really think that Sheena punched Raquel? Now, before anybody answers this question,
we don't have any proof.
We have no proof. This is alleged, but she has a baby at home. She has a family to lose. She has adult shit to lose. Why would she risk punching Raquel? If she did, I don't blame her. But she has grown people shit to lose, like a podcast, a baby at home, a baby.
It's a rumor. It's a rumor. It's a rumor.
I think. So listen, if it happened, just like I said about the Kathy stuff, I don't care if you cover it up. Cover it up for her. Let her cover it. It deserves to be covered up because it probably deserved to happen to begin with.
We already see Sheena, sometimes yelling to people, but we never see her on the show violent to anyone. She can argue with someone.
Exactly.
She can yelling to someone, but she never be punch someone in the. I don't remember that from Sheena.
Okay. Yeah.
So I don't know if it's true or not, but I think it's more rumor because
was Raquel's sister there?
Yes.
With them?
Yes. She allegedly said that on.
So she was there when she punched her, allegedly punched her.
Allegedly punched her.
So she's actually an actual witness to her being punched.
But do you think Bravo can have, if that happened during the what happened after what happened?
Yeah, at a bar somewhere. Or
yes,
something.
allegedly, if that happening between Sheena and Raquel, maybe Bravo can fire Sheena for violence or not?
That's what I mean. So maybe listen. it probably happened. I'm not saying what this is all what we think. If you think about it, I don't know. I don't know. It seems like we don't know. Okay, there's a black guy just like Heather Gay. You know, Andy said just a couple weeks ago. Andy said on his Watch What Happens Live. Somebody else said I think Jen Shaw did it. And Andy goes, so do I. So maybe eventually we'll find out the truth. I don't want Sheena to lose everything she has. I feel like if it happened, there's an absolute goddamn good reason. I can't think of any reason why you have other people shit to lose that you would do that. But
okay, I had a question. For all the people seeing this live, do you think human resource of Bravo get involved if Sheena?
Okay, you have to say it a little bit slower. What? Do I think what?
Do you think human resource HR, from Bravo, can get involved if that happened between?
No, because they weren't filming with Bravo. Bravo wasn't filming. No.
Okay, so it's not okay because I need to understand because sometimes you have some.
No, listen, because a lot of people do shit off camera and they don't do anything about it. So.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Allegedly, and nobody has proof. So.
Yes.
Again, okay, and again, why do we think that it was so sloppy of them to have? First of all, for Tom to save these, I want to know why does Tom save 7 months of messages in his phone? Because that's what Ariana saw. Threads and threads that went back 7 months.
It's so much time, 7 months.
And then how is James saying he knew? He knew. How did James know that they were sleeping in Tom and Ariana's bed?
Exactly. Who knew that?
How did he know that? Like,
remember deux mois. It's why we know that because deux mois. It was a podcast on Instagram. It's called deux mois. She made a blind item on December. I think last December. Yes, it was in December. I think I need to verify.
I think there's one that says Dumas got a submission February 22nd. Oh, and one back in December. Okay.
Yes, in December.
They revealed the affair. Oh, but out of respect for Ariana, they didn't post it. So who knew? My God.
Okay, I had a theory. I say it's a theory, Krista and chat and people on Twitter, everything. Do you think Lala and James know because someone spills the tea to them, and Lala created this palette, and she had.
I don't think Lala would keep that. No, I do not think that Lala knew.
Do you think? It's why I ask you but James.
Wait, what?
But James, do you think he knew during 7 months? Because he said he knew. So how much time he knew?
That whole time?
I don't know. It's a question I ask.
I don't think so, no.
And the production, okay. Now I ask you the question, production. Do you think the crew of production knew during that time?
Well, that's what I was asking. That's what I was wondering. How production had to have. I don't know. Production. I mean, they if anybody knew, it would be production because they're there when the mics go down. Because listen, reality doesn't stop just because the cameras go down. It just keeps happening. So and I agree with Just Simply. I really do think that if anybody else knew, it would be Shorts too.
Oh yes,
how can he not? Because he's with Tom again. Also, Tom was on tour, right?
Yes.
There's a couple of months. Did I read also that somebody saw Raquel with Tom?
Yes.
Out at a different state?
Yes, and the band allegedly some articles say the band of Tom Sandoval, the music band, the other people, musician, know what's happening between them.
Another one of his musicians?
Yes, he had a music band, Tom Sandoval, when he do this touring. So during the touring, she was allegedly there on few dates.
Wow.
Yes, it's allegedly. I don't have any proof. What I read, and the band, knew what's happening. Knew what's happening.
Oh wow! All right, so let's just go with what's on the socials then, because I'm like I must have missed. Okay, and I agree because I already said this. She does need to sit this one out because, like I said, and like she said, this does not change anything. She said that to what's her face. She said it to
But you know what is very interesting is the reaction of the cast, okay? Yeah. Because Lala she was, so shocked, she was the best person of the world.
I'll read it. You want me to read it?
And innocent, and James too. just remember during 5 years, the young Raquel,
Mhm.
was with the James, and she get a very bad and 5 long year of relationship with microaggression, with yelling, with drinking. She,
Something's happened. Like, so that's another thing. Like, do we feel like Raquel, this is not, the only thing I can't back up is why it went on for so long. I don't, if it was a mistake and she was drinking too much, she was running through this one and that one.
maybe they fall in love together.
Huh?
Maybe they fall in love together.
But that's still okay. If that's the case, why did you let it go on for 7 months? Why did you act? Why were you acting like Ariana's friend? Why were you okay with it? Why? And okay, if
I had a theory. I say my theory. My hypothesis is maybe they try to see if they get. It was maybe one hooking back one time night times 10. One hooking up, and maybe they see each other more and more, and they get in this love story, and maybe they see if they
okay,
get strong enough to get
no.
another step. It's a theory. I don't know if it's true or not, but
Well,
maybe
I mean, again, okay, 7 months though, and
to
actually, I think
see.
it was like 8.
7 months is short to see if you really love someone, but I think they really fell in love together at the end, and you want to break up, because remember, what is the sign of Tom Sandoval, the zodiac sign? It's a Cancer. It's a Cancer, and Cancer man, they don't leave their wife for to be free. They leave someone to go with someone else. I think just Tom waiting the good moment to do that.
But there were so many lines that they crossed that didn't have. All that can be true, but all those lines that they crossed in after and before we all found out, again, it's not like they came out and told everyone. They got caught.
Yes.
And that doesn't excuse him saving 7 months where it's just sloppy enough for Ariana to find. And why is Raquel so comfortable in sending sexual texts across country? She has no idea where his phone is. Again, if it's in his pocket, oh well. If it falls out of his pocket, that doesn't erase all 7 months of messages. Why?
I think this is the thing. Maybe we don't get caught during 7 months. It's gonna be happening, and we get the good moment to say everything to Ariana. I think maybe it's why it's just the face. I think they are thinking 7 months, of this affair. They can be caught, in any act or action, and
What, you think they don't think they could get caught?
Yes.
No.
Yes, I think because 7 months without anyone knowing.
How did they not think they could get caught? Why? Again, that's ridiculous. You have Ariana sleeping in the next bedroom, and you think that there's not a chance that that blows my mind.
And I had one question. I see she was suspicious about some Tom Sandoval, Ariana.
I mean,
and she lived with him. She worked with him. She already be there, and she doesn't see anything. Really? It's why It's why I understand. And the crew of the production not too. And
I mean, it's not their business to tell anyone either.
Production, they can make.
But I mean.
And
what all this crap that secrets don't make friends make secrets, all this stuff now looking back is crazy.
But you know what, this blind item from 2 mois on December, who sent that?
Exactly.
Maybe Tom Schwartz or Raquel or Tom Sandoval.
Well, again, why would they do that? That is
because
so,
you know what?
Wait. You think Tom Sandoval would send a blind item?
Raquel, maybe because she needs a storyline. Raquel, because
okay.
It's an hypothesis. I don't see it's true. It's allegedly.
I don't think this was for a storyline. I think something is seriously wrong with both of them, because they don't need the storyline can be shorts. Okay, it could have stuck with shorts.
What I think
with her being the princess that we thought. Yes, I feel like I'm telling you, I cannot get over it happening for that amount of time, for him to save that thread, living with Ariana. That just makes me feel like he didn't care if he got caught. I don't understand.
Okay, I just want to say one thing.
we need to hear from him. Like,
yes, it's a game of love. Is they are not to want to be mean to anybody. They are not doing. I think they don't want to hurt anyone. It's something happened to them. Truly, I believe that, and
then erase the
see
messages.
they see what's happening. But
Then erase the messages.
yes,
Dude.
and I hope just one thing. Now Raquel is very harassed in Instagram,
Well,
Twitter. She was so much hate against her. She's alone. Everybody side to Ariana.
Okay. What did she think was going to happen when she got caught?
Yes, but you know what? They are not married. They don't have any kids. It's not the same consequence. It's two adults.
Hold on. Okay. Listen, if she is a big girl that needs to not run away from this, because she had no problem sitting in front of Katie. Now she's not a baby. Okay.
Yes.
Maybe she's going through something, but she was big enough to freaking send these messages and not care if Ariana saw them. She was a big enough girl to have sex with somebody's man in their house. Okay, her friend who stuck up for her, who none of us saw this coming, not even Ariana, not even when Tom Sandoval was walking out of the bedroom, when Raquel's bedroom. I almost feel bad for thinking that Sheena might have known. Now, I don't think so.
Do you think Sheena really wants Tom Schwartz and Raquel together?
Yes, I feel it. So did I. I honestly believed in that relationship. And I feel the fact, like, and then I'm so confused. And like I said, I feel like they ran from they cannot run from this, because we have watched them. This has blown up the world of Bravo. People are completely freaking shocked because, again, we did not see this coming. I did not see. I was shocked and confused when I was watching her keep talking about Schwartz to.
Okay. I see some people on the chat saying, yes, it's sadistic or sociopathic. Okay. Sociopathy, it's a real disease, it's not like that. It's not, and some Tom Sandoval, I don't know if he's narcissistic or not, because Ariana, she had mental health issue. If Tom Sandoval was a true narcissistic narcissistic guy, it's going to be destroyed. Ariana, it doesn't destroy her, at all. It doesn't destroy her at all, because she had her depression since the beginning. It doesn't create that. It always tries to help her. He wants to have kids and to have a wedding with her. She doesn't want. They don't want the same thing. And I think Raquel wants to be married and have a kid.
Right.
It's a man.
True. You don't have to let it go on for 8 months, though.
Yes, but
that's what I mean. Like, all this is true, but again, what made them do this for so long and lie to everybody's face and like joke about it and blame Schwartz and make it look like I honestly, like, I read what you're saying, Latasha. I said I'm not going to go through all the comments and post them all right away. I understand. I'm almost agreeing with you here, because I am I just like Ariana's brother. I'm seeing the comments. I just can't. For me to like go through all of them right now, I'm getting lost in the sauce here, because I just don't feel like. Oh, shut up, Kevin Chu. You're an asshole.
I just said sociopathy it's a diagnosis.
I know, but like, yeah, we don't even have to talk about that.
They make a mistake, it's for sure. But
they
at the
made
end,
a lot of mistakes, though.
No, it's not sadistic and sociopathic. It's very, usual.
That's why we need to hear, like, they need to not run from this. Hold on, I gotta get this one.
Okay, if at the end they are gonna be married together and have kids.
But okay, they don't. Okay,
if they are really love together,
they don't have to get married to stay together, though.
Okay, so the harassment and the hate, they don't kill anyone. They don't get against any law. And when I see that,
this is what I'm right. Let's back up. This is what I don't want. We're not going to argue we're not going to tell people that they're wrong for their opinions. And
no, I just say
I'm not talking about you.
The disproportionation of the reaction. It's not good what they do. It's not right.
Right.
To be honest with Ariana. But the hate against, Tom Sandoval make a post because some people want to boycott the restaurant and to make the people working on that place, in danger and maybe lose their job. It's very, huge.
Well, yeah, obviously not. I don't agree with anybody going after Schwartz. I don't agree with anybody going after the restaurant. There's
Yes.
people that work there. There's other investors. The restaurant, like Tom said, I am one little part of this.
Yes, it's why I find very, not, fair to that story against Tom Schwartz and the restaurant and, people working in that place, because they
Well,
don't
yeah,
say that.
I mean, that's the mature thing to do, is not to go after the restaurant. But Tom,
Yes.
unless he starts opening his mouth, and Raquel, like, maybe they made one mistake. No, they made a shit ton of mistakes. They should have never crossed that one line, because you get to a part where, okay, if you're going to have a 7th or 8th month affair and you're going to fall in love and you really want to be with somebody, first of all, there's a line you have to cross in the very beginning to even start that relationship. When that line, you should have sat back and said, is this something we should pursue? If it is, I'm going to figure out my situation. You stand back. Tom, you figure out what the hell you got going on. Figure it out. Solve that. Then you explore. Still doesn't make it right. You explore Raquel. Again, Raquel should have never even crossed that line. Neither of them should have never gotten that far, because Tom's in a relationship. Their friend Ariana has done nothing to anybody, including Raquel. Raquel sat in front of her face a god amount of times and never said anything, and had this whole relationship with her boyfriend and was hanging out with her. There's no excuse, and I want to understand. Say, listen, if Raquel is going through something, say you were going through something, please. Because because that means that it can be fixed, and that's not who you really are. Because to believe that's who she really is, how did we miss it?
I think maybe she's going through something, because when she broke up with James, she spent 5 years of her life to taking care of someone very, abusive. We see that.
Yeah.
And it was a very toxic relationship between them. She made him grow. She planted the seed of the good man is now, and the good boyfriend is with his new girlfriend. She made him to go in that place, but he doesn't see her effort coming to her, and yes, it's true.
Listen, the necklaces. Let's forget. Okay, the necklace situation. Those necklaces are Tom logo necklaces, right? I don't think they're matching necklaces. I think everybody has that same necklace. I think, because the lightning bolt is on the Tom sweatshirts, right? It says Tom, and there's a lightning bolt in the middle. So unless we think that Tom gave her that necklace, I mean, we could blame it on Schwartz. We probably blamed it on Schwartz.
And you know what? For Katie, I had a very strong opinion. The fact Katie was very tough with Tom Schwartz, and she ate Tom Sandoval because Tom Sandoval really tried to help Tom Schwartz. I think Katie, she misery with company, because now she's Ariana with the Chris and Ariana. When you see in the beginning, they are not friends. They are not friends at all. Sheena and Katie were not friends, because between the Tom Schwartz storyline coming the few months, they are not friends. And remember, Sheena said Katie bullied her so much time. She was sometimes in fear to coming to work with Katie and to go on the show, on the set. She said that. So remember that. And Katie, when we see her, the way she's speaking to Tom Schwartz, that she was not nice.
Yeah, like it doesn't change. It doesn't change any of that. Like all of these people that are saying that they saw, this just adds to like. All right, so we can think. I think the same thing about Katie. I'm not changing my opinion about Katie. I think she's a mean girl. She treated everybody horribly. Because again, nobody saw this out of Raquel. Not even Katie, and not even Lala. Okay, Lala.
I think Lala, she just so happy because like that she can say, "Oh, I'm the pure person of the world," and she makes this famous palette eye, Bambi, beach eye, and like that. And she wants really to insult Raquel with this palette, because remember Lala hooking up with James the first month of the relationship with Raquel and James. Everybody forget that, and the way Lala gets in love with
this doesn't change things now.
Yes, we don't forget that.
And Jax can shove it up his asshole too, because this doesn't change what he's done and what he is all about.
Yes,
he didn't see this coming either. Nobody did.
She broke up with James
because James was treating her like shit.
he was so violent with her. Remember the last season when he said,
Yeah.
if you have a bad nose job, I will leave you, Raquel. I will leave you. And you want to live with a man like that?
See, this is where I don't agree. If Lala saw through Raquel, then tell me how. What did she see in Raquel? If she saw through Raquel, what made her feel? Again, she was shocked the rest of us were. And now, how did she see through Raquel? Because how? Nobody. What did Raquel do that she saw through Raquel? Right?
I think Raquel. She really want to have a normal life with someone. She really wants to have a wedding, kids, and maybe get out of this place because, yes.
But something twisted along this last 7 or 8 months, however long, something got into her brain. Maybe, I don't know. I don't want to say fame or anything like that at all. I don't think I feel like
she's lost.
Complete misdirection,
yes.
Wrong path, got lost, has no idea what the fuck's been going on for the last 10 months and needs to wake the fuck up, pull up your big girl panties, make a statement, explain to everybody why nobody saw this coming. What were you thinking? What was your end game? Why did you let it go on for so long? Why were you so sloppy about the messages? Why were you laughing about the Schwartz thing? Again, Tom dressing up like her for Halloween. This all looks sick. Looking back, it looks really sick. And it looks like they were playing some weird game that we had no clue was going to. What mask, though? Her mask came off. Something happened.
I don't think her mask came off.
Neither do I. I think that something happened.
I really truly believe she'd fall in love with him because I had a question. If they are still together, they get married and they have kids. All these hatred people have against them, they're gonna be changed or not?
They can get married and have kids. They can ride off into the sunset. They're the one that's going to lose a bunch of friendships over it. They can do that. They're allowed. It's not illegal. They don't even have to get married. They can be Goldie and but so could have him and Ariana. And I don't want Sandoval's excuse better not be because Ariana didn't want to get married and have kids. You knew that. You should have broke up with her a while ago.
Yes,
I need to know what was going through their brains when they decided to cross that line and then keep it going and laugh in everybody's face, make jokes, pull it up on stage, make Schwartz kiss Raquel in front of everyone, knowing you're sleeping with her. What kind of sick game is that?
Yes, I think maybe it's
I'm just like this. I was sweating yesterday.
I think in that part, maybe that thing with the Schwartz kids and everything. Maybe someone in the production knew. Maybe someone in the production knew. It's why I tell you that.
They could have suspected it all too, but that's not their problem. I want to Demois doesn't have to reveal it, but at this point, it doesn't even matter.
She doesn't reveal it in December. Yeah, she doesn't reveal it.
It's really, really sick to me, and it makes me sick because I had not just like everybody else. Like Andy said, Lisa, you might need a pacemaker. I was literally I saw a meme of somebody with an inhaler. I think I wasn't talking to you, but we were messaging, and I kept I'm sweating right now.
Yes, we are speaking about that yesterday because it's me. I send you the news.
Yeah, I kept getting more and more information about how long it was going on and about being together.
So to everybody, I sent the news to Krista. It was a morning when she was waking up. She see that and say, "Oh my gosh, I'm sweating. I'm sweating," and say, "Me too." And we say together. We don't believe that it's just impossible, and we really think that and we think that it's just we don't know what's happening because I really truly believe Raquel wants to have someone beside her. She can be alone, she needs to have a man because
she really needs to think about that.
Yes,
you have to think about what can happen. What are the consequences of what would happen if people failed out?
Exactly.
And they didn't. Or they did and didn't care. It's too late to cry about it now because Raquel, you did a grown-up thing, a real grown-up thing, and some real grown-up decision making where you decided that Ariana didn't matter. And after a certain point, if you made a mistake in the very beginning, maybe people could have got over it, but that's not what happened. So
But I tell you that in French we say le jeu de l'amour. It's a game of love. Sometimes you lose, sometimes you win, sometimes you need mistake. I think she spent 5 years with someone very toxic and violent. She doesn't know what is a good relationship. She doesn't know what is a good relationship. What is a equilibrated and good and respectful relationship. She just know because she dated James during 5 years. She had 28 now, 23 and 28. Her long love story with him, with someone violent, egotistical, addict, and everything like that. He always treat her. She was like nothing. Lala do the same, and everybody say Lala. No, Lala, it's mean. She was always mean to
like they
Raquel.
really picked on her because they did not see this side of her. They were
No,
being mean to her because she was weak, they thought.
because they think she just she is a
She
human being. She
she
can make a mistake. She can make mistake, okay,
I
but
mean
she
she
was
made a
mistreated.
lot of mistakes though. Like it was
Yes,
not
but you know
one
what? She spent 5 years to be
right.
the take carer and the watcher of James, and James make all the mistake of the world. Have some backlash, but and Lala too, and and now she's making a mistake because she's a human being, and she tried to find herself
Yeah, but
out.
she would oh my god though, but she shouldn't have thrown it. It would should have never been thrown around out there. It should have never been joked about, laughed about. There should have been never, like pulling people up on. There's so many. It's not like I can't even get over. I can't.
Okay,
She,
I had a question for you, Krista. Do you think they are going to be filming?
you think
They are
what?
the production are filming now. What the production is doing with the Vanderpump
Do I
TV
agree with
show?
it?
No, they are filming or not now?
Yeah, I
They are
know. I think it's amazing. Thank God, because thank God Shed or Evolution is right in LA. That's why they were able to pull the I don't think they literally can pull those cameras off that quick because that's where they are located. It wasn't like they're just sitting around waiting. But even if production knew something was up, I'm sure they're ready at any minute to pull up. Their exact production team is ready at any minute to pull these cameras up. And thank God they did. Thank God that like they are, because listen, we want answers. I don't understand. It's like it's kind of irrelevant. The rest of the cast, they're just as shocked as we are. So I don't want to hear that they saw this coming because nobody saw this coming. They wouldn't do
I
this much
see
extra work.
someone knew because the blind item. Someone knew.
Well, somebody knew, but like I said, at this point, like, what was the end game? Like, I don't get it. Like, when were they going to ever tell Ariana? Like, and again, if they were planning on telling her 4 weeks ago, that's 4 weeks ago.
And I'm thinking now that the crew of Bravo is filming. Now we see Andy make a post to Lisa Vanderpump and say everybody coming to filming now. So they are filming
Yeah,
now.
this is
Okay.
not the time for Tom and Raquel to run because they weren't running the last 7 months. They had no problems running, kind of basically. We were just so like, again, they were throwing it in our faces and we had no idea. This is not the time to run Tom, to take your social media down. No, Ariana, maybe, yeah. Ariana's the one that needs to heal. Now, this is like all this stuff was out here and you were doing all these
Yes.
run people things. Now it's time to face the music and explain to us why
Okay.
you had us so duped. And
Okay. Okay. But one thing
I want them
I
to say
want
midlife
really
crisis.
know.
That would make sense.
One thing it very shocked me is the 8. Really, the 8 because it's a 8
Eight.
against Raquel. People on Instagram and Twitter are very violent against Raquel. Very violent. Okay.
Violent.
Yes, they make
Yeah, well, I don't agree with
comments
that.
very violent. Very harsh. Very you know. And she's alone because what I see, her
She's not
family
though. She has
was
her
very
sister.
her sister, and we see Ariana. She had everybody around her.
Because that's her friends. That's Ariana's friendship. Listen, they are supposed to be around Ariana. Just because she doesn't have the Vanderpump team around her, I'm sure she has friends and family that she can run to. But this isn't the time to run from us, the cameras, the team, the friends you've been hanging out with while you were screwing Tom, the friends you sat in front of their faces and smiled and laughed. Nobody had anything was going on.
Yes.
Nobody's agreeing with the violence. That is absolutely disgusting. If it did happen, we're not going to say whatever. Bravo has hit a lot of things, and I agree with it. She has a baby at home to lose. We're not going to even talk about that. Nobody wants to do any violence over this. But
Yes.
it's just really shocking because we didn't see it coming. I want to know how they thought this was cool for 7 months. The time is what is what screws my head up. And just crossing that first line to kiss or to even decide you like each other. If that is even an option, figure out what the hell you got going on over here. Figure that out. Tie it up. Get rid of. Do whatever you got to do. Let Ariana go in peace and not embarrass her. Make her feel like an asshole. Like think about Ariana. How she. I don't. People shouldn't be violent to Raquel. No, people shouldn't be mean to Raquel. But Raquel should not be running now because you weren't running then. Ariana is the one who feels embarrassed. She's been cheated on, lied to, felt stupid. Basically, probably felt bad for Katie when really it was happening to her, and they knew it the whole time.
Okay.
And this happened when she was losing her dad, their dog. Tom, come on, my man. Like, we love Tom. Like, I love Tom. Like, I'm shocked because where was this person? Where nobody ever saw, and the people that keep saying the masks have come off. What mask? Because nobody saw this coming. That's why everybody's so emotional about it, because they're like, what in the effing world were these two people thinking that we have watched for 13 years? As Tom being the most innocent mother effer on there, and her like the most innocent one, all of a sudden, there's a lot of drinking going on. Still doesn't excuse the 7 months. You weren't drunk for 7 months. You weren't drunk for 7 months. You weren't making that one mistake. You didn't make that. Who knows how long it went on for? Coachella, okay, everybody's drunk, everybody's whatever. Okay, and maybe Ariana could not. I wouldn't even get over that one kiss, but it wasn't one kiss, and now we know that it was in their bed. Listen, herpes, guys, herpes. Come on, man.
We don't know about that. We don't know about that.
But there's diseases out there. What are you doing, Ariana?
We hope they take some, precaution and protection. We hope that, and we don't know if they had, something like that. We don't know. It's very useful.
We don't know, but again, either did Tom.
But we hope Tom take his precaution. We really hope. And
listen, there's also other parts of your body that can happen when you have a mustache.
Yes, but
just saying, that makes me disgusted. I'm so disgusted and like I'm so disappointed. But like I already went through all the process of emotions, but like the more I think about the timeline, and the longer he goes without saying anything, and the longer he goes without like addressing it, like why are you running now? No.
And I remember something, it was on the last episode, or maybe 2 weeks. Ariana said we spend less time together.
Oh well, that's not even her fault.
We spent quality time.
He still lied to her face. She still showed up for him Wednesday night and was on Team Tom. I love you. Kiss, kiss. To me, that makes me so sad for her that she had to literally find out 3 hours later that somebody she trusted, especially the only one she's trusted is Tom, and this girl who nobody suspected that would ever do something like this. Because again, we don't even think anything was going on with Schwartz because we thought she would never do something like that. Now it feels like she almost was like laughing about it and like, haha, I wasn't really Schwartz. Haha, I was really doing. To me, something clicked in her that made her turn into this person. Because I don't want to really believe this is who she is. I think this chick, her family needs to, like, really, her family's right. Hold on, I got to smoke. Her family's right. They see something that we're seeing, like something's not clicking, something's not right.
Yes.
Get off the show, stop drinking, get off the show, come home, go back, figure out what is going on. Heal from James.
Yes, she's drinking so much.
Tom, you're a big boy, Tom. You're a big boy. You knew what you were doing. I don't know what the hell's going on in your brain. If you're having a midlife crisis, that doesn't excuse it because, again, Ariana is your man. I just feel so bad for her.
And I'm thinking the reaction of Lisa Vanderpump on that. Because the Lisa Vanderpump, reaction, and she really loved Ariana. She really loved Tom. She really loved Raquel too. And she's between that. It's like your mother make a choice about her kids. It's very tough for her.
Yes,
so she's working with
we want to. She feels how we feel. We want to know what in the world, Raquel. What in the world, Tom? Please give us. Please, if something is going on with you, get help. Break the cameras. Like, you know what I mean? Again, I'm telling you, don't run now. But like, at least freaking tell us, like, hey, This is what was going on in our brains. This is how we were able to fool you. I don't know what excuse you could have for thinking it's a joke, dressing up for her, like on how it just makes me really like sad because it's a lot of things that happened that didn't have to happen if they were having a love affair. So many extra things that they did that didn't even have to happen,
Yes, it's true, because I think when she broke up with James, she was so lost, and she lost herself to take care of someone, and
Yep.
she just lost herself since the beginning, since 5 years, and now she's going this, way with drinking, and she drinking very heavy on the show. We see her, Raquel, drinking, and drinking. We see her.
I mean, but they all do too. I mean, they all do. She could have been drunk the whole time. I mean, I get it. Yeah, she had no time to heal from James. I get it, but you picked the wrong guy to fall in love with. Like, there's so many other men out there. Why not Schwartz? Like, you know what I mean? Like, why? And then why just throw it in people's faces? That's what's bothering me. And again, I don't agree with Lala coming after her.
Lala, she need to stop, because you know what?
We get it, Lala. Like, we understand what you're saying.
She really broke Lala.
You're the wrong
Everybody
one.
need to remember, she get with her ex partner. He was
She
married.
did sleep with James, Raquel's boyfriend. So
yes, he was married. He had kids. Her ex partner. He was not on the road of separation with his wife. She truly break her home.
It's
No
just
matter what she said, she do that. And we see during the last episode or 2 episodes, she was, but I don't know what's happening. We knew when she get with her partner on the beginning of our relationship. We knew. She said it. She was very proud of when she began with her ex-partner. And remember, everything she said, now she's in battle of custody of her kids with her ex-partner. So everything she said on Instagram, Twitter, on the show can be used against her by the lawyer of the father of her kids. She needs to remember
she's the last person that should be saying anything. So we are the ones that should be saying what she's saying. And she could be right. She's right about it, but she's not the one that should be going after baby eyes. Because again, I don't even want to say, like, it's just, to me, like, there's so many, like, again, okay, and then Schwartz is dating Joe. If that's the case, again, why would you pull him up on stage, Sandoval, and make him kiss Raquel? Like, to mess with our heads? Like, you know what I mean? That's sick. Push her towards somebody. Oh my God, don't push her towards anybody. Listen to me. Like,
Lala, she's just using that situation to get back on her feet.
Exactly. She's just trying to be like,
she's very opportunistic, with that.
She's trying to validate some weird thing that she thinks.
Yes, for me, I'm sorry, Lala, but she used everybody she get again. She tried to. She was very mean to Sheena when she had miscarriage.
It doesn't change how we feel.
Really, it doesn't change. Okay, but at the end,
she's one that needs to sit back and heal too. Just stay out of it. You didn't see it coming. You didn't see it in Schwartz. You didn't see it in Sandoval. You didn't see it in Raquel. Because if you did, tell us how and where. Because none of us, because I'm completely, to me, it does seem really sadistic and really sick to do something like that consciously, like, and think that that's who you've always been. Because we did not see this side of any of them, either one of them.
And now she knows
else says they did. I want to see where.
And Lala used that story on her benefits. She make a high palette shadow with a Bambi eye beach, and she tried to sell it on this story.
But then I mean, she thinks that she's right.
Yes.
Nobody really wants you to freaking eat her alive. We want other people to go after her and ask her, not that way, but literally say the same things to her and think, like, what were you thinking? Why did you do this? Please don't run now. Maybe after you explain
Vanderpump
tell us you're going to go get help or whatever you've got going on. Because I feel like this is going to be the end of her career. She's not going to have any friends after this. Not on the show anyway. The crew, this is going to be like, let them be together. They want to be together. They're in love. Good for you guys. But this is probably going to be the end of anybody trusting either one of them. Nobody's going to want to be around them. He might have part owner and Schwartz and Sandy's and all that. Nobody's.
I think maybe I hope really Raquel get her life together.
She's probably going to. She bought herself, like Jason said, she basically bought herself 2 more seasons. because Bravo's sick like that. Bravo's not going to force her to get help. Bravo's going to use this and say,
Like a
this girl's
Brandy,
messed the
remember?
hell up and she's making us money.
Yes, Brandy, like they do with Brandy. They do the same with Brandy. They use her like at the end, and now she's breaking down Brandy on herself with everything happening. So I hope her family can, the family of Raquel can back her on her hometown.
I
You know
hope they can, because
where
they're
is
worried about her, and it's like they have a right to be worried, because like again,
yeah,
there's
they're
a
worried.
side of her that like really, holy crap, like wow.
Where is she now? Where is Raquel? Because we don't see her. She's in LA or on her hometown?
What happened?
Where where is Raquel now? She's on her home in Los Angeles
I
or
have no
in
idea. I don't know. Sandoval didn't really move out of his house, so it's like I really think that he's probably going to move into Raquel's apartment. If he, I mean, they both own that house, right? Ariana shouldn't have to leave, but again, can they both afford it by themselves? You know, like it's crazy. Like Tom's going to have his part in the restaurant. Like he's only a small part. That's not going to go away because he didn't do anything illegal. But this, as far as the show, this is, I mean, hey, Bravo's sick like that. They're going to use this to their advantage, and they're going to make money off of it. Because for them, it's this drama, you know.
I
To
had a
us,
question.
it's really bad. It's emotional, huh?
I had a question. Do you think
Yeah.
Bravo can make a good editing for the next season with
Yeah.
the story and Storm and Raquel and create a narrative like it's a love story? They don't
No.
or they
They're going to make it real. It's just going to make it. They're going to let it play out the way it plays out. They're going to edit it into this end of the season, however they said they're going to do it this way, and it's going to play out. Because at this point, I don't know. Who knows what Raquel's going to do? Maybe she will walk away. Again, I mean, if that would be the safe thing to do, probably for her to walk away at this point, only because she probably shouldn't keep on drinking. I don't know. Like this girl's lost and she needs her way back. And being on this TV show at this point is not going to help you.
Yes,
because the cast's going to eat her alive, and it's not going to help anybody.
Did she get a contract for the next season, or this?
Who knows? I don't know.
And Tom too? We don't know.
Like seriously, because I feel like if Bravo probably did know something about this, but again, they had to have seen that what the aftermath was going to be so dangerous, because the way that the cast is, like, you know, how much people are going for her, like violent and all that crap.
Yes.
Her well-being is at stake. And like, we don't want that. Like we want everybody to be like normal and safe. Like this isn't so cotton candy drama. People are taking this very seriously. And Ariana, it's sad. It's sad that this has to be recorded. And, you know, yeah, we talk about the show and stuff like that. But like, I was seriously shook yesterday. I'm still shook.
You know what I find very, yes, I remember when we speaking. So everybody, when I give the news to Krista yesterday morning for her, but it was the middle of afternoon for me in Paris. We are just losing our mind together on DM. We send, audio together and I say, what the funk? I say funk going on the world to happen with that, because I don't see that coming. And I see some blind item from Bravo and Cocktails and Dumois about that, but I don't, make the dots.
I would have thought that was absolutely bananas and not even close to the truth. I would have thought, just like everybody else, that's not even.
Yes.
I couldn't. Yes. My husband was like, what in the world? My husband knows, he doesn't watch the show, right? But he knows their names. He knows their history because of me. He was shocked. And then for my husband to actually be like, what? He's like, are you serious? And I was like, yes. He was surprised about Schwartz and Raquel. And then I said, babe, he's like, what is wrong with you? Because I remember I kept going, because I was hearing in our room, in their bed, 7 months. Well, I kept hearing it like it was rolling in, and I was like losing it. And I was like, I can't go live right now. I was disgustingly sweating. And then I just kept thinking about poor Ariana, how I thought she didn't look right, how she just didn't look good. The last sandwich shop scene. And I kept saying, maybe she wasn't wearing makeup, but like, I didn't realize she went through so much last year. So to me, I'm just like, oh my God, thinking about, I got to stop I can't feel bad for Sandoval and Raquel. I just can't right now, because we need to feel bad for Ariana, because she's the one like us who literally lived with this man. I didn't see this coming out of like, oh yeah, that's a good idea. Thanks, Tosh. I will show him because Reddit's like the evil twin of Twitter because I'm trying. I don't think that. Listen, I feel like you'd made the big girl decisions and all that crap. So you're going to expect a certain amount of heat. You're on a reality show from all of us because we are going to be that voice, like we just are.
I had just.
But we also want them to get help and figure their shit the fuck out because hurting people is not an excuse.
But I will tell you that she had so much hate, more than Jen Shah.
Really?
Yes, when I saw, I will tell you that yes, it's very questionable for me because my perspective in France, we're speaking about love affair. We used to, it's a French thing, okay, but the hate she get Raquel, than Jen Shah. I'm sorry, but Jen Shah, she had her, the Jen Shah, support her. She had a fan, but Raquel had anyone, any fan, anybody speaking for her, anyone, and she's not doing what Jen Shah.
She should be. She should be.
She's not doing what Jen Shah does. It's just insane for me.
That is insane. Like honestly, like I really think that literally, like I agree that there's something wrong here, but like for she should have known like this would happen. And what did you think when you were laughing about it? Like, it's not funny to sit and watch what happens live, knowing what you're doing and making such jokes out of the tom-tom sweatshirts. Like to me, I'm like, holy shit.
But I'm sorry, when you see Jen Shah what she's doing,
I know, but like that's
the consequence. It's why I tell you that.
I'm not even like going to even argue with those people. That's just weird to think that's worse than Jen Shah.
Yes, I tell that, but
I need to focus on what the hell happened.
Yes, but
out of our lives, we don't care about her anymore. Who cares?
Yes, I suggest that when we compare the hatred on Instagram and Twitter, everything like that.
This is we literally did not see this coming. To me, it does seem sadistic and scary. It is to me sadistic and scary because if I don't see this coming, listen, I'm not comparing this to Jen Shah at all. I don't want to go there because it's like weird.
But the reaction.
It's not even the same thing. It's weird to even think that, like, to think that she got more. I agree. I understand. I believe you. She got more hate than Jen Shah. That to me is freaking sick in its own right. That's just weird. But like, if this is like seriously, like I don't trust, and I have a hard time trusting people and then forgiving people. So for me, like I'm like, wow, like it's crazy because like nobody saw this coming. Nobody, not me, not Lisa, not even goddamn Ariana. Nobody, not out of either one of these two, neither one. Because she is friends with Ariana. It's not the same thing as Kristen. They did go on for 7 months. They literally laughed about it. We didn't even know who Ariana was with this whole alleged affair from Kristen. We have seen this play out on social media with Raquel and Schwartz, and we were thinking the entire time that they're like making fun of the whole Schwartz thing, and like we're all going, Schwartz and Raquel, and all along they're literally going in their brains, ha ha ha, it's really us having an affair. To me, that is so like fucking beyond this multiverse universe, whatever, beyond to me scary. Because how do you ever trust anybody? Because as sweet as she has been to she is the Bambi-eyed sweet one that literally thought that I've heard people say, Raquel, there's not a bad bone in her body. Even Katie has said it. Everybody has said this. Everybody said about Raquel, there is not one mean bone in that girl's body. They've always said it. So nobody saw this coming.
But she's a human being. She can make mistakes.
Exactly. But think about how scary that is to be friends with somebody and not even expect somebody that in your like, oh my God, like Ariana's world is rocked right now. Like that's crazy. Like we're rocked because we're like,
that thing, that story. It's something. It's a story of infidelity and adultery. Okay, they make a mistake. They make a truly.
She didn't play that role for 15 years of her life, or like 20 years of her life.
It's happening. We see that something coming in any home. Now it's because everybody think Raquel, she was a Bambi. But she's a human being. She can make mistakes.
But like where have we ever seen this?
Because you know why? Because everybody can change. Everybody can make mistakes. It's that. And yes, I know it's triggering some people with the thing about the trust, but She's a human being.
She must have liked something about it and thought something about. I don't know, but like, it just needs to be like, because this is not who she's always been. There's no way.
You know what?
Exactly.
I will tell you that. I will tell to everybody, you can be cheated by your significant other. It's a possibility. In love, we are
but like not with your friend and not with somebody
you can.
been with for
I will tell you that I am on Reddit. I will tell you that I am on Reddit. I love to go on Reddit. I see so much story. When you see a woman, so much women say, my husband is have an affair with my sister.
That's what I mean. Like,
yes, or my mother. I see some story when a woman discover her husband had an affair with her mother. You know.
But wait, hold on. Are we talking? Wait, let's just back up. I don't even want to talk about anybody else's relationship because this has. I don't want to compare it to anything else because there's no. It's going to throw me down a rabbit hole I don't care about.
This yes, but what I tell you,
like it happened. I get it, but this is somebody we know. These people, like we don't. I don't know.
We know them, and I tell you that Raquel can make a mistake.
I know. I'm not saying she didn't make a mistake, but she's made a lot of them, and it has to be addressed. That's not one mistake.
You know,
it's not a mistake. It's a lot of mistakes.
It's a lot of mistakes.
Like, it's a lot, and something happened, and something's wrong, and it needs to be fixed because it's scary because it's not right, and she needs to address it, and hopefully she does.
It's gonna be maybe addressed on the show.
It's not like this isn't something that she didn't make a wrong turn somewhere. Like a mistake is making a left instead of a right. This is a life decision that something in your moral compass went wrong because this is not who you've always been. I don't believe that. This is how I'm going to end this now because I'm going to start to get upset. This is not a wrong turn somewhere. Something happened. Something's wrong because it's not the girl that everybody knows. Not the girl that her family knows. It's not the girl that we've seen. Tom, listen, dude, you're a big man. You are the worst out of this. I'm going to give Raquel like not even a pass, but like this girl, something's wrong because this is somebody that we did not see this coming. And it's sad because like, I don't want her to get hate, but it has to be addressed. And maybe she don't owe us shit. Maybe none of them owe us shit. But, for throwing in our faces for so long, you kind of owe us something, like address what the situation, explain why you like duped us for so long and how this could have happened, what you were thinking every morning when you woke up and made the decision to do this for 7 months. Why would you lay in that bed and do that? Why? Yeah, you ran the train through of his friends. Big freaking deal. You might have just kissed one, had a date with the other. They didn't have relationships, okay? Tom did you picked the wrong one. If you were going to fall in love with this man, and Tom, if you're going to fall in love with her, you could have went about it 7 months ago and figured out your shit at home, stopped running, going on band tours, because, dude, you deserve to hear this. If we really care about Tom, you deserve to hear this from the people that care about you. This is not who you are. And if it is, I'm an idiot. Because nobody saw this coming.
I think people just really, they are human beings. We know them. We love them. We are trust on them. I know that. And it's very complicated to get out of the image of the Raquel. She's a,
it is. It's hard. It's really hard.
Yes, it's hard. But you know what? That is the problem. We don't know her. We don't know her darkness. And maybe she's experiencing a dark moment on her life.
Then we'll take it from we don't have to. We'll take it from what her family saw. Her family has never seen a side of her. So her family's worried. So
yes, the family is worried, but
her family knows what they're talking about.
The problem of that, and actually, it's what I see. What Awan said, we see that with a personal view, and sometimes
you're worried about it.
Yes, I know that, Krista. I know that, but sometimes we need just to step up and say that people on the show, they have their own path and own life.
They don't know her like her family does. You know what I mean?
Yes, and yes, we truly agree with you. They make something very wrong. They lie to everybody.
They know.
I'm agree with that since the beginning. What I say, she was just in some way trapped in this image of the Bambi Disney princess. She was trapped on that, and maybe now.
You think she was trapped in this?
Yes, I think she was trapped because in this picture of her,
come on,
the picture of her, because everybody see her like.
Listen, no, she wasn't trapped. Nobody trapped her in this. She made a decision.
She was trapped by herself. She
By
was
her
trapped
what?
by herself.
For what?
She's trapped by herself on that image of Bambi Disney girl, of the good
Maybe.
girl.
Okay.
Yes.
Then maybe okay then.
And maybe she get, like in her teenage, phases, because maybe they don't have that, and she.
All right, but that has to be addressed. Her family's right. We're all right then. Then we're all right. This is a serious cry for help. Yes. This is a serious cry for help. She needs to get off of the show. Like, all be mean aside, I cannot keep calling. I do not. All right, we can agree to disagree. It's not a mistake. Something's wrong. It's a mistake is making a right and a left. It's not a mistake. It's a series of mistakes.
It's maybe a cry for help, like
really
I said,
behavior that is really toxic and sad.
Yes, I see that.
And it's not somebody that we've ever seen, something we've never seen aside of her. You know what I mean?
A cry for help, like I said, just simply, maybe it's a cry for help. Truly, maybe she's going on bad path because she try to get.
There's probably a lot of reasons. There's a lot of reasons that, a lot of reasons. We've seen a lot of the reasons why this could have happened. Again, I don't see, a mistake is, they're just a series of mistakes. I can't even, I don't know what Tom's going to say for himself. Tom, you don't have an excuse for Ryan. Coming from me,
yes.
Tom, I don't, because I feel completely blindsided by him. I'm Raquel, now looking back, when you're looking at all the things, it's yeah, we're blindsided too, but Tom's the more mature of adult. This man has never, to me, has never veered from anybody that he's always been. Okay. He's just always been that person, a guy. So to me, that's part of my, I can't, it's crazy. I want them all to literally, don't run from us now. Just if there's, if you really made this much of a mistake, then I would like to know how and why, and how did it go on for so long? Were you in a phase? Were you in a cloud for 7 months and you didn't know what was going on around you? That's bullshit. That's not feasible. That's not weird. That's just weird to me. You weren't lying in these people's faces for that long and not thinking it's some type of joke or something. I just can't even get past it. I'm trying not to be mad about it. I just can't even all of us are what?
Yes.
What the fuck? Yes. How and where and why and what? That's exactly. But again, there's a lot of people that should really just sit down and let it play out. Lala and Jax, just we get it. We know. We see. We get it.
Yes.
I understand what you're all saying, but you guys need to stop.
Yes, I think Lala, Jax, and James maybe they take silence.
They're just going to make everything worse. They need to shut the fuck up and just go away. We get it. We understand.
Yes, but James maybe can be okay. I'm shocked. Okay, I'm maybe he can say okay, I'm hurt. Okay, we can understand that at this part. But Lala coming to Raquel and to try to use that to her self-image and say I'm pure. I think it was the worst for me. Because Katie, she was very, elegant. She doesn't say anything. She just made that clown, thing.
Because she couldn't even. She even said in her confessional, Raquel's not that smart.
Yes. So
think about it. She didn't even suspect. That's what I mean. To me, it's yeah. I feel bad that I'm not really addressing the comments. I guess I kind of should have, but I know Raquel does need. This is Raquel. She does need to take responsibility for this. There is a thing. Address the problem of how. If if you don't understand, if you can't look at yourself, Raquel, self-reflect and look at what the frig you just did for 7 months and see that is a problem. That is a fucking problem. That is a problem that her family needs to address, because this is not right to look at yourself and think that that's okay.
Yes,
am I wrong? And the moral compass is totally messed up, because that's not who she's always. At least we didn't think she was. Anyway.
But the girls, they are not Stacy, Christian, everything like that. They are not very nice with Raquel on the beginning. She was on the show. The girl, remember to everyone, the
craziest thing is Ariana's never treated her like that. The rest of them, that's the sad part.
Yes.
Ariana's always been on her side and always stuck up for her when the other girls treated her like crap. That's the saddest part.
I'm agree with Love that there are two people in this thing.
That's what I mean. Tom, to me, I'm dude, what in the world, man?
And I say that
Just had their
it's
they did a grown.
yes, it's a lie. Okay, yes, it's
They
bad.
made
We
a
know
grown
that.
people's decision and
They make a bad mistake, and some people will because some
but
blood
they made a lot of bad mistakes. They made listen,
big.
they
I
made
say
a lot
big.
of bad mistakes
But
though.
the first mistake is to it's not to be clear with Ariana since the beginning for top. I
Yeah,
think this situation, the beginning of the situation,
that's
the heart of the situation is that.
the mistake was like literally doing it to begin with. After that, they were just that's it.
Yes.
No, that is your moral. No, that is you, dude. That is your no. That's not a mistake. A mistake is making a left and right now. You made the mistake crossing the line to begin with. That should have made your spells go off and go, something's wrong with me. Something's wrong with me too. Something's wrong with this picture. We shouldn't do this. Something's wrong with this.
Yes.
Your bells and whistles didn't go off for 7 months to think that you two aren't doing something wrong, to me is a whole bigger problem because again, we never saw this. Lisa would never invest. I don't even want to go there with Lisa. Like I really.
Lisa, she's going.
It's insanity to me. It's insanity.
She's going on the what happened live. Maybe the next week we see what she said, and the confessional are not finished to film. But truly, what I want, who Bravo and the production are going to be address that situation, and I hope they're going to be Raquel maybe stop the show.
I think Andy doesn't have full reign, and that's the thing that I'm starting to realize, that he doesn't have full control, but he's starting to show it because he's really not fucking with Jen Shah anymore, and I feel like he's just getting so pissed at these people like Robin, like were they trying to keep him behind the paywall is probably what he's thinking. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
like, man, I'm getting duped left and right, and he's getting pissed. So so he's like, look. If I gotta keep you on, I'm gonna keep you on, and you're gonna explain yourself because he's now like freaking Ryan Bailey. He feels the same way like I do.
Yes,
like, they're all just like, holy shit, Sandoval. Like
I will tell you for sure. I really think Andy is almost so shocked like Lisa, like everybody. Yeah. I think everybody's shocked. I think just the only one, maybe the only person is happy is Lala because she ate so much Raquel. I think the only person is happy on this story is Lala for sure.
Yeah, it's like to really want to think that these people are really who they are is sad. So I hope that Lala really does not wish that these people are really who you know what I mean? Like, yes, I can't really. Maybe that's who knows? Maybe the girl grew up. I don't even want to keep speculating. It's like. Maybe we do need a therapist to maybe weigh in on this. Honestly,
no, I hope NBC. I hope NBC make that. I hope NBC because now NBC own Bravo to make a therapist come.
Bravo doesn't care about them. Andy's probably feeling the same. Andy's realized because he has no full say over what happens. They're going to make money on this. He's probably getting pissed personally because he's getting duped by his friends and people that he considers like they're lying to his face basically. Not that they own it. It's insane. It just, to me, this whole thing's if he didn't feel this way, he wouldn't be throwing up the cameras like he is.
I tell you that I'm sure Ariana, she had very bad moment now, but I'm truly sure she gonna be get through that and she gonna have a good life after that. I'm pretty sure because
it's gonna take a while.
What happened?
9 years.
Yes, but
the only person she's trusted has been Tom.
She's strong. She had so much people around her. I hope she gonna get through that. And when something happens in your life, you don't need to be. I hope she doesn't be stuck in that because when you're stuck in this state of mind,
it's gonna take a while. Like it's gonna take a while, man. This is hot.
Yeah, she need that. She
didn't even want to get married because she was so afraid of this kind of thing happening. Like, this is so sad. Like,
but you know what? Cancer men are like that when you.
But not Tom Sandoval. Like, come on. Like, of all people, like, he knew better. He knew that she couldn't handle this. He knew this would crush her. He had to have known that. How did he not know this would crush her? Think about it. I don't want to. It's no. Like, no. This is horrible. And she's going to have like a long road. I don't want to hear that this is all about a storyline. No, man. This girl's crushed. This is real life. reality happens just because the cameras go down. It doesn't mean reality just doesn't happen. It happened, and this is real life. Like, this is really happening. Like, this poor girl just literally found out that something she probably expected this out of somebody like Lala, like of all people, not Raquel.
I think what is maybe it's not the cheating breaking her heart. I think it's a Raquel thing.
Horrible. It's
not a cheating. It's a Raquel situation. If it was somebody else,
all a big fucking mind fuck.
Yes, if somebody else,
it's exactly what it is. Like I'm literally saying, like I really, nothing should surprise me. Nothing should shock me. I feel like at this point, like I'm honestly, fire me. Everything I ever said, every freaking opinion I've ever had, fuck that shit, because I don't know what I'm talking about, because I keep seeing these things happen, and I'm like, wow, I didn't see that. Like, I'm literally like, man, I should really think. I'm like rethinking my entire existence at this point. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
I'm just freaking kidding. Relax, okay. I'm just saying, like, maybe I should just fire myself and like not even do it.
No, you don't.
I'm like, I've been wrong about so many people at this point.
But you know what? We are human. We make mistakes. We make sometimes so much big mistake, and sometimes we are just
make
a big funk in our life and destroy everything.
Please tell me how and when and where I missed it, because I need to know what I missed.
I think really for me, when Raquel break up with James and she was she lost herself.
That doesn't make me, her breaking up with James does not make me think that she's going to sleep with Tom Sandoval. I need to know what I missed.
It's what I say for sure. Yeah. We don't see that coming. We see maybe she's gonna be hooked up with some man.
I want to know.
We see that because she's gonna be exploring herself.
That's different. I want to know this situation with Tom Sandoval specifically and Raquel specifically for 7 months and Ariana. I don't give a shit if she fucked the entire wait staff at Tom. I want to know how it happened with Sandoval, for why for so long, what's going wrong, like what like, I'm literally, because I didn't see it coming. I don't understand it. There's nothing that would have pointed this way, that way. Nothing pointed to this. And if it did, maybe the signs have been there for 7 months, but like the decision was made at that point. They were all well in it and doing it. So at that point, people on the inside might have seen it, but we didn't see how this first decision even came to be, how they decided to start this to begin with. Like, what went wrong? What did we miss?
I think we just missed that because, you know, everybody thinks she was a nice girl. And sometimes nice girl
I'm literally back and I don't know what happened. I'm like probably talking myself out of every point that I make, because I'm like mind fucked, because I'm thinking about the person that like we thought they were. Then I'm thinking, because I feel bad for them, but then I don't, because I feel like they knew what they were doing and they made a decision so many different times. But then they had to have realized that their conscience and their moral compass was way the fuck off than what you are normally at your real life. Like the person like that broke up with her loves herself enough to break up with James. That's not computing for me. I'm sorry.
Yes.
All right, we're going on an hour and a half. I'm starting to sweat.
Okay, we need to conclude. So I make a conclusion. I hope Ariana, she can get through that. I hope Raquel, she get the help, and I hope everybody get their thing together and stop that situation. And I hope not everything bad happened to Raquel because she can be stressed. I hope really she get through that, Ariana too, and everything be closed after that, and everybody grow up and get. But
not until after we get something. Not until after you address us. Don't run from the reunion. That's not fair to us, because we're rocked like everybody else. Because you made these grown up decisions in front of us, in front of the cameras, in front of social media. Laughed at all, went to Watch What Happens Live. It's not the time to run, and then address your moral compass after that.
Yes, and just
in the meantime, don't run from us now.
Yes, she really need to address it on reading. I hope she get a therapy, and I hope to everybody, don't be hateful on Instagram, on Twitter, and the comments, please. We are not on hate. We are just thinking, no hate.
I'm not listening.
To anybody.
We're just wondering what the hell would happen. That's all.
We are wondering, but we are not hateful, and we are not
we're upset. We're hurt, and we're like, we understand. We know how you feel, because we feel the same way. But I think there's a lot of people watching. Thank you guys. Thank you. Sorry if I'm all like all over this. It's just, I'm really hot right now because it's making me upset. But I love you guys for coming. I don't know if I'm going to do any more lives. I feel bad. I have other things to address, but my brain just can't handle it. My brain hurts from this. So
because we are all hurt, we are heartbreaking.
You know what? Jersey's probably really happy now. Like Jersey's probably like, thank God somebody took the heat. Like, seriously.
Yes, we knew that. All the Christies, we knew.
So relevant at this point. All right,
you
guys.
have the huge and nice community. So love to you, love to everybody. And
Love you. Sorry, I was a little over like. Sorry, guys. Thank you guys. Thank you guys in the comments. Bye.